was it like meeting and working with your wife, Rose, and kind of growing that on screen and off-screen relationship? And it was so amazing for all of us to get to watch that on the show.
Yeah, I mean, still to this day, my favourite working relationship I've ever had. for various reasons. Yeah, I think we have very different memories about how we met, and, you know, I think I was full of confidence. I was like, the first season had gone well, she was coming in for the second season, I was like, hi, I'm Kit, you know, like, and I'd just broken up. I had an ex-girlfriend and we'd broken up, and I was sort of, you know, I was ready to go out and, you know, play the field or something. And then I fell in love, and it was just, and it, you know, you go that. I remember coming back to my flatmate and going, oh God, I think I've met the one, sort of thing. He's like, dude, you've been out of a relationship for 2 months. I was like, I know, but and anyway, that's the relationship. But we, she's she brings a fierceness to what she does, which is just natural to her. And if you've met Rose or have seen Rose in interviews, she's the sweetest person. She's got a heart of gold. She's the loveliest individual I've ever met. Like, there's not a bad thing in her. And yet when she comes to screen, she exercises whatever's inside of her that she's holding back when she's lovely. And it comes out, and that's where you get Egret. It's like this really fierce, you know, warrior woman. We clicked, like, immediately, chemistry-wise and everything. And then, do you know what? It's the most exciting thing in the world when you're in love with your character that your character's in love with. Nothing equates to it. And I hope I never find that again, 'cause I'm quite happy. I've had it once, it was wonderful, and I quite like to stick with Rose, thanks.
But my question is, are you and Rose going to ever perform in something again together?
Yeah, I'd love to work with Rose again. We've, between us, talked about it. Occasionally things land on our desk that we could both be in. Nothing's happened as of yet, but things have been thought of. I think it'd be a weirdly different thing. We often talk like about, could I act with you? Could I act with you again? Or we just burst out laughing. Like, it'd be really hard not to. It'd be like trying to make eye contact. It would be weird acting with Rose, but I think she thinks we couldn't, and I think we could. And yeah, well, I'd love to work with her again. Yeah, I really would. Yeah. There were times when I got very unbalanced during the show. Like, Rose says that when we met, I was like, hi, I'm Kit Harington. Who the fuck is that guy? I'm not a douche. So I'm sure I had like a massive imbalance a lot of the time.
I guess I have more of a sweet question. How was your chemistry with your now wife, Rose, on the show? Did you know that she was the one, or?
Yeah, I remember. I came back from the. We had a costume. We first met having a costume fitting, and. I remember she offered me a ginger biscuit, and I went, yes please. and I just remember coming back from that, back home and saying to my best friend, I think, oh God, I think I've found the one, sort of thing, you know. And there is nothing better in life than falling in love with the person you're in love with on screen. It's just astonishing, but it's astonishing. You know, not sorry to be smushy, but I said to her the other day, I was like, we'll never get that, you know how you fall in love, you're never gonna get that sort of like the initial giddy feeling that you get back. You have moments where you fall in love with each other again, and but like, I reminded her of that, and we just like, every time we think about it, we grin. It's like, it's amazing. We've got great chemistry, and I'd love to work with her again. I really would, yeah. We want to do that, I think. Thank you.
So during the filming of season 2 through 4, we had the amazing Rose Leslie on the cast, right? I was just curious, when did you start to fall more in love with Rose than Ygritte herself?
Wow. Quite early on, I think. We had a very sometimes when you find the person you're meant to be with, you try and push each other away for a while. That's what we did for a bit. We were like, not yet. But yeah, I was pretty in love with him quite quickly, really. Yeah. And yeah, I think that the Ygritte thing, I just saw Rose. The funny thing about Rose is that she's so good and so sweet and so lovely, and then she lets her fierceness out in her characters, and so that way you're kind of having a lovely chat with your girlfriend, and then suddenly she's biting your face off in a scene. It's slightly kind of like weird, but I do get to see the bite face off thing sometimes.